What is up, guys? It is Sergeant Spicy from Spicy Airsoft. Now, before we get into the video, let's go ahead and say hi to Dillon. He is going to be Corporal Spicy on the channel now. He is just joining this week, and just want to go and tell you guys to say hi to him whenever we do videos together. But so that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Welcome to how to get into Airsoft, the what to and what not to do of playing the game or sport, depending on whatever you consider it. But anyway, so first let's go over guns, buying your first gun. Now, here's one of the many guns that I would suggest you get as a beginner gun. It is the Elite Force 1911 TAC. It's a very, very good gun. Very reliable, except for mine's broken. That's my fault, not the gun's fault. I took it apart and put it back together wrong, so this one's broken actually. But this is a good gun to get. It's gonna run you up about $120, which is the price that I would tell you to pay for a good gas blowback pistol. This is CO2 powered, as you can see. Takes CO2 and then holds the BBs in the front. I'll show you on this magazine right here, because that one's broken. It's the extended magazine. Holds 20 instead of 14. And you can see where that spring is. That's where you load the BBs in. You pull the follower down, fill the BBs in there. So this is a great starter gun. If you want something that's a little bit more reliable, and that it will be more expensive to get this next choice I'm about to tell you. But if you something that's really reliable and a really nice gun to use, this is the gun I'm going to recommend you. The Elite Force Glock 17 Gen 4. It's a very, very nice gun. Clear. I obviously have a flashlight attachment on mine. I'll go ahead and take it off real quick. So this is the weapon itself. Obviously, it is also gas blowback. It comes in both green gas and CO2. You can see my review I've done on it. I have, again, 2 magazines for this. They're fully loaded because I was just about to shoot this before I filmed this video, but it's got a Picatinny rail right here on the bottom. There, you can see it right here. Where you can mount your flashlights like that, and lasers and whatever else you would mount on your pistol. Okay, and then, so those are some good starter pistols. Those are gas blowbacks. This is a gas non-blowback. This is the Elite Force Umarex Strike Zone Enforcer, I want to say. Combat Zone Enforcer. It's CO2 non-blowback, so the back of the handle pops up, like so, and you put your CO2 cartridge right here. And the gun, you close it, you tighten the screw right here, and release the gas into there, so whenever you shoot, it fires. This gun is broken, just like my 1911, and that is the gun's fault, not mine. It just started leaking for some random reason, so if it didn't leak, this would work perfectly. But this I do recommend also. This is about $30. Yes, this is $30, and call me crazy, but this is one of the best non-blowbacks I've ever used. It's really accurate, really reliable, very durable, minus the fact that mine broke like that. I'm still going to recommend it. It's double action only because it's non-blowback, but it's a very nice gun. And I forgot to mention, the price for this is about $170 to $180. So there are those guns. About AEGs, I don't have any AEGs to show you, but if I do have to recommend some AEGs, if you're looking for an M4 platform, go with the G&G Combat Machine or the G&G Raider series of M4s. Those are very good M4s for starters. They will run you up between $200 and $450, depending on the model you buy. But they're both very good guns, and they're worth the money that you get for them. So if you're getting into M4 AEG style rifles, get those too. If you're looking for something like an AK platform, the CYMA, the SEMA, however you want to pronounce that, the company SEMA makes very good AK-47s. You can get variants with real wood furniture or the plastic wood furniture. I would suggest the real wood furniture. It's way nicer, feels nicer, weighs more, which even though you might want to go less weight, sometimes it's fun to have that extra weight to carry around for like an extra little added challenge. But they make good AKs. They'll probably run you up about $200 to $350, maybe $400. So that's good. I don't have any AGs in my collection at all. I have probably the worst airsoft collection you can find next to a like beginner who's started literally 2 months ago and have bought one gun. Shotguns. I did have a shotgun and it broke and I threw it away and I don't have it on me, but pump action spring shotguns, don't go for them. They're $30 and they're crap. You can get green gas shotguns that will run you $150, $200, maybe $300 that are very worth it. Shotguns are fun to play with. They're a big challenge because you got to reload more often and whatnot. So shotguns, if you're getting into airsoft, I wouldn't suggest getting a shotgun as your first weapon. I would again suggest getting an M4 or an AK-47 or a AEG in general, a rifle AEG. Now on to the next one, sniper rifles. This is my very nice sniper rifle. This is the BB-Tac M40A3 sniper rifle, bolt action spring. If you're going to get any sort of rifle, get a bolt action spring. Gas sniper rifles are not the best to go for. And electric, I have never seen an electric sniper rifle unless you're talking about DMRs, which will run you $400, $500 easily, which they are worth their money, but they're also not as worth as people think. This sniper right here, though it seems a lot, only cost me $80. And before you say it's crap, I've had this rifle for 3 years now, and it has not failed me. This is my favorite non-handgun weapon I have. I mean, this thing shoots strong right out of the box. This shot 500 FPS at our field after I messed around with it for a good month before I actually got to play with it. It still shot 500 and they wouldn't let me use it, but now it shoots around 431, 432 last time they chronoed it at my field. So there's this gun. Funny story, this optic, this scope, cost more than the gun itself. And I'm glad I invested in a good scope because sometimes if you get a crappy scope, it's going to show. This scope specifically, rest on my shoulder, see if I can show you. It's going to be hard to show you, but yeah, you won't be able to see it. If I can't see it, you can't. Okay, but it has a light up reticle, green or red, and you don't have to have the light on. You can have it set to just be random, regular black reticle. And then, of course, if you unscrew these caps, right here you got where you can adjust for windage and elevation, and then you got your zoom right here. You can push this knob up and bring it back around to fix out your, not fix out, but adjust your zoom. But do not get a sniper rifle as your first airsoft weapon. I learned that the hard way. I first invested in a $34 UK Arms sniper rifle, and it didn't even work when I got it. It came broken in the mail. Don't buy any UK Arms guns. They might seem cheap and good. They are not good, and they are just what they seem, cheap. So then I got this, yes. Preferred brands for all those, if you're going to get a handgun, go with Elite Force, Umarex, which is basically the same thing as Elite Force, and then probably, that's the only one I would say right now is if you're going to get a starter pistol, go with Elite Force. If you're going to get a starter AEG, go for G&G, Elite Force, or Lancer Tactical. And if you're going to get a shotgun, I think G&G has some good shotguns, and then I forgot which company makes the scatter guns, which brand makes them, but just look up Airsoft Scatter Guns series and it'll bring up a bunch of good green gas powered shotguns. And then sniper rifles, You can get BB Tac, Tokyo Marui. You can get the VSR-10 from them. You can get the Novrich SSG-24, which is a very good rifle too. And so yeah, that's the brands I would suggest for those. Now that we've gone over what types of guns you should get, like start with an Start with an AEG first. It's what I'm telling you. So don't start with anything else. Just buy an AEG. That's how you're going to do it. Because if you're going out to a field with one pistol and one magazine and you're going up against 10 other people who have all AEGs, you're not going to get far in that game. You want to get something that'll help you get more into the sport more. So AEGs again would be my recommendation. But now that we've gone over guns, let's get into gear. You don't need gear to play. Half the time I don't even play with my gear. I don't play with a plate carrier, battle belt. Heck, I just go in a hoodie and blue jeans most of the time, like I would if it was my first time ever playing airsoft. You don't need to dress up in full military uniforms, such as ACUs like I usually wear when I go play. I just do it for fun. It makes it more fun in my opinion. Anything that makes the game more fun to you, do it. So if you want to have a challenge and you want to do different challenges like strat roulette every game, go ahead and have fun. If it makes you happy, do it. But first, let's go ahead and get into holsters real quick. So if you get a sidearm, you need to get a holster. For my 1911, I have a Blackhawk Circle holster. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Got this Blackhawk Circle holster. Just slides in, clicks in, doesn't come out. You depress the release lever and it just pops right out. It's a very good holster. You can attach it via waistband or belt, which are both very good ways to attach. I do prefer waistband for some reason. Don't ask why. It's my battle belt. It's way too thick to fit the attachment for that. But for my Glock, my current main, I do have this fabric clip holster. You see, just slides right on in there, and then right here you got this little clip that clips into the side. There we go, and it's in there. Now to take it out, I just use my thumb, pop it off. Oh, turn my flashlight on, yay. It does that sometimes, and then just slides out. So I would prefer that you get a fabric holster because you can undo them and they fit practically any weapon you have. So that's the plus for a fabric holster. So now we've gone over holsters. Again, yes, I said I would prefer the fabric holster. So if you're going to get a holster, fabric is the way to go. And make sure it is a drop leg, because waistband length holsters or waistband mounted holsters usually is hard to fit around your gear. So I got a drop leg holster because it's easier to access my sidearm whenever I need it that way. Gloves is the thing that I would recommend you get too. These types of gloves are nice. You got these mesh knuckles, so if you get shot in the knuckles, you're not gonna feel it. It's just you're probably gonna feel a little tap, and you're gonna hear a little thud, but it's not gonna hurt you at all. And then, well, it just protects your hand, and it hurts to get shot in your hand, like, a lot. So invest in a good pair of gloves. These are, let's see, I think these are Lancer Tactical brand. I'm not completely sure. Let's see, these are Knockvom. Honestly, I've never heard of that brand. I just got these at my local airsoft field. They're very comfortable. I can fit my hand around my guns with these because they're not big and bulky. But I would suggest you get gloves. It's a lifesaver. Helmets. You don't have to get a helmet. You don't. I just have the helmet because it kind of looks stupid to wear a hat and then big, thick goggles like these. Like, you can see, if I just did this and put a hat over it and walked around my field, I'd look pretty stupid. But with the helmet, it helps even out the stupidity. So you don't need a helmet, but I got one to protect my head because it hurts getting shot in the head too. You don't need one. I'm not going to recommend that you get one. But if you want to, that's good. And when I say I don't recommend to get one, I'm saying you don't have to get one. So if you hear me say I don't recommend getting this item, I'm just saying don't get it just yet until you really want to and you got everything else you need, because you don't necessarily need it just yet. But mainly if you don't have a helmet, just wear a baseball cap backwards to cover the back of your neck, and then right here, and then wear your goggles or your safety glasses and then your mask. So you don't necessarily need a helmet, but over time you can just save up your money and invest in things that you want to play Airsoft, because it's going to make the game better for yourself again. Whatever makes the game better for yourself, do it. I would suggest you get a mesh mask like this and goggles. The mesh mask is very comfortable. Specifically this type, you got fabric on the sides, so it bends and conforms around your face, and then right here in the front you have the mesh so you can breathe and it doesn't fog up your goggles, and you got your nose covered basically. These are very nice. The fabric ones like this that you can bend and fold up and stuff are a lot more comfortable because, again, they form around your face and fit better. And goggles, these are Lancer tactical goggles. I would suggest you get these too. They're very comfortable. If I wear these for a long time and I don't look in a mirror or at a camera like I am now, if I wear these for about 10 minutes, I'm going to forget I'm wearing them. They are so comfortable. They're so clear. I can see straight through them. Nothing's blocking my vision. And I'm going to forget I'm wearing these because they're that comfortable. So get a good pair of goggles, because just get them. This right here is a balaclava. You don't have to get one. I just get it because it helps take away some of the awkward feelings. If you saw my video that I posted, my last video, my loadout video, then you would know basically all the gear I have. But all I do is put this on, then I put my mask, my goggles, and my helmet on. It just basically makes everything go on smoother and feels a bit nicer. But this is probably about $12 anywhere, Amazon, any Airsoft website. But you don't have to get one if you don't necessarily need it. BBs, to talk about BBs when you're going to start, I wouldn't start, do not get 0.12s, 0.12 gram BBs. They will break in your gun and they will jam your gun, and it's not good. Get something like 0.2s or 0.25s for a handgun or a rifle. For a handgun, go like 0.2 or 0.25s. If you're going for a rifle, go 0.25s or 0.27s gram weight BBs. It's a lifesaver. Do not have to clean your gun out every shot you take because your BB's shattered in your barrel or in the chamber. These BBs are a mixture of Black Ops, biodegradable, and Elite Force 0.25. So these are 0.25s, and they are seamless. Get seamless BBs. They also help keep your gun from jamming. So seamless 0.25s, I use those in my handgun. For my rifle, my sniper, I use 0.4s or 4.5s because you don't want to snipe with a light BB like a 0.2. It's going to go fast and it's going to hurt a lot more than your field will allow. So of course I'm going to say you got to get BBs, because if you don't get BBs you can't play. This is my battle belt. It's just a big belt with a huge buckle. I got my knife mounted right here, and I can mount my gloves or clip my gloves on there, and this is where my holster clips on. But anyways, you don't need a battle belt. You don't need a plate carrier, which are the next two things I'm going to show you. I just got them because it's more fun, in my opinion, to play more decked out, if you want to say that. If you have more than one magazine for your handgun, get a battle belt, because you can mount mag pouches. You can mount mag pouches on your molly webbing on your plate carrier too. Right here I just have a dump pouch to drop random items into that I don't need during the game. But you don't You don't have to get one of those. I just did because I've been playing for a while, and if you want to have more fun, get some of the more fun stuff. Here's my plate carrier. Basically just open this up, pop it over your head, and then strap it on and you're good to go. You don't need a plate carrier unless you want to be able to carry more magazines, anything really. If you want to carry anything that straps onto the MOLLE webbing, get a plate carrier. I do attach my walkie-talkies and my radios to this. I have my walkie-talkie right here, runs all the way around, and I got my speaker microphone right here. You don't need a speaker mic or a walkie-talkie, but I do suggest you get them, because if you're playing with a team and it's a big field, you're going to want to be able to contact somebody when they're a couple hundred yards away from you, and you can't just yell without giving out your position. That's when I would suggest you get walkie-talkies or radios. So that's about the plate carrier. Plate carriers and battle belts together should run you about $100. A good battle belt should be around $50, and a good plate carrier should also be around $50 to $70. Another thing that I would suggest you get is this. This is a dead rag. You basically fold it up and put it in a little pouch, and then when you get hit by a BB, yell hit, pull it out, put it over your head, put it on the back of your neck like this, or just wave it around the air, and people will see, okay, he's hit, he's got that big red rag. Everybody who's been playing Airsoft for a little while knows what a dead rag is, so no one will shoot you when they see you have this on you, unless they feel like being an idiot. I would recommend you get one of those. They're very helpful. And last but not least, this right here is called a dummy or fake grenade. I just took a bunch of 12 gram CO2 cartridges and duct taped them together, and I carried around in my dump pouch, so whenever I'm somewhere and I need to distract somebody, I'll take it out and I'll throw it across, and it'll hit the ground, make a loud clink noise because it's metal, and they'll be like, oh, it's over there, and I can sneak around them or attack them or anything like that. You don't need to get one of these. You don't need to make one of these. I just did when I got bored one day. I just like to make random stuff with my for Airsoft. Now, on to the fact of you don't need to train, but I suggest you do train. You need to, if you want to get better at the sport, I suggest you practice your shooting skills. Practice your shooting skills. Practice the way you run around and handle your gun. Practice the way that you hold your gun. It matters. Because if I'm holding my gun like this up close to my body, like a tactical CQB stands. Oh, sorry about that. But if I'm in this CQB kind of stance going around corners, I'm going to be up close, and I don't want to be too close, because if it's right here on my chin and I shoot, the side's going to come back and whack me in the face, and that's going to hurt. So I want to be pretty close but pretty far, because right here the side's only coming back to about right here. So I'm not going to get hit in the face when I shoot. And then I can also easily extend my arms full length to shoot. You want to practice your trigger discipline so you don't accidentally fire and waste your BBs. So there's a lot of stuff you need to practice, and shooting and aiming is one of those. Practice how fast you can shoot and how accurately you can shoot during that burst, or just practicing your aim in general. Get these right here. They're hand size, or palm size I should say, targets. They're nice targets. I have a couple of these left. I've used a lot of them over the years. And this is me. This is me after I practice for about, this is my this is my grouping, I should say, after about a few months of practice. This is with my Glock and 2 mags at about 100 feet, and I can get this. Practice makes permanence. I wouldn't say perfect, because you're still going to have those flops when you accidentally just start shooting because you see somebody and you're just trying to hit them in the rush of your adrenaline. You're just like, okay, I'm just going to shoot, and you're still going to miss them sometimes. So practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanence. So practice your aiming, practice the way you handle your weapons, practice the way you talk. You can't be in there and be like, okay, what you want to do is be like, okay, I got somebody right up there, right around that corner, and you got to practice talking. Because if you're sitting there like, okay, they're right there, somebody's going to be like, well, exactly where are they? You said they're right up there, and you point somewhere, but you didn't tell me exactly where they are. You just said they're in front of you. You want to be like, okay, they're right up there, a couple feet, or estimate the the distance, and then say around the wall or around the barrel or wherever they're hiding behind. Do not be a dead man talking. That is a big problem in airsoft, is dead people talking, which means if you get hit and you're out, and if your teammate asks you while you're walking back to spawn, where are they? Where did they hit you from? And if you're not respawned yet, do not tell them. It's so annoying to be on one team and have the other team, if you hit somebody on the other team, they're like, okay, he's right there, to the person that's right next to them that can get you out because they're still in. It's annoying because you're just like, okay, bro, you can't. It's stupid. So don't be a dead man talking. But let's see, is that all I have up here to go over? I think that is. Let's see. Yep, it is. So yeah, practice is a good way to start airsoft. You gotta practice. Gear is not necessary, but you can get it if you please. Guns are necessary. It's a necessity to play the game, unless you're going on doing, let's see, if you just want to do a knife only game, which I wouldn't do if you're just getting into airsoft because it's quite hard. So practice, gear, guns. Let's see. That's really all I have to say about starting airsoft. Just have fun. You don't have to be professional right then and there. You don't have to be exact as good as the other people you're playing with are. Just do what makes you happy, have fun, and that is how you play this game, this sport even. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead again, and as I said in the very beginning of this video, welcome Dillon in the comment section below. Just say, hey Dillon, say, hey Corporal Spicy. Those are both of his names for this channel. And just welcome him, arms open wide. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave that like, comment, and subscribe for more daily videos. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Goodbye.